Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. This video is the last video in the Intro to Cycle Syncing series that I've been working on for the last couple of months. Throughout the video, I'll be posting the links to the first 3 up here. I'm also going to have them linked in the description box below in case you want to catch up. But this video covers the luteal phase of the menstrual cycle. It's the last phase before menstruation, and it is the longest phase by far. If you're trying to conceive, the luteal phase is what's known as the 2-week wait. That means that it's the 2 weeks approximately between the time you ovulate and the time where theoretically you could take a pregnancy test and see a positive or negative result that is accurate. So I've got my notes here as always, and of course, as always, I want to remind you I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert. This is just research that I've done and that I've been applying to my own life for the last couple of months, and it's been going great for me. I feel great, my energy levels are good. I don't have PCOS, so I'm basically just doing this as a sort of a biohack to make myself feel my best, live my life at the optimum level, you know? So your mileage may vary, but as always, I'm just presenting information so that if you get curious, maybe you want to do your own research, talk to your doctor, etc. But this is what I've learned about the luteal phase and how I'm applying it to my life. So like I said, it's the 2-week wait if you're trying to conceive. It happens typically for 12 to 16 days after you've ovulated and before you menstruate. So the first couple of phases are about a week each. Ovulation typically only lasts 2 to 4 days. Then you've got 12 to 16 days for the luteal phase. So definitely the longest. At this point, your sex hormones, which were peaking during ovulation, have now plummeted. So you had all this extra energy during ovulation, and now you're probably feeling the most, maybe sluggish isn't the cutest word to use here, but pretty much. Your energy may drop, but your metabolism ramps up. And so your body is probably gonna want more calories during this second half of the cycle in order to keep up with that metabolism that's revved up. Because your energy levels are dipping at this point, it's a good time for just some rest, relaxation, reflection. But if you don't wanna just be sitting around for 2 whole weeks, you can do Pilates, yoga, strength training, or even just walking for exercise. Seed cycling is particularly relevant now because you're gonna want to help the extra estrogen in your body kind of work its way out in preparation for menstruation. And as I mentioned in the ovulation phase video, for phase 2 of seed cycling, we're focusing on sesame and sunflower. Your body is really wanting complex carbs, high fiber foods, and like I said, a slightly larger calorie intake than basically the rest of the cycle. Your body's also craving iron, zinc, and B6. Your sugar cravings might also peak around this time. Keep in mind, this is also the part of the phase where if you tend to have PMS symptoms, they'd be happening in the luteal phase of your cycle. So I've got this very long list of foods that might be good for the luteal phase. Cauliflower, celery, cucumber, onion, squash, sweet potato, apples, dates, pears, chickpeas. So all of these foods, complex carbs, high fiber, starchy. We're thinking warm and cozy right now, right? Sesame seeds like you might find in tahini, sunflower seeds like you might find in sunflower butter, beef, turkey, fish, walnuts, mint, so that would be good like in a tea or something, pumpkin, ginger, leek, all of these sound like they would be great in a soup, navy beans, and brown rice. So again, focusing on fiber, complex carbs, feeling full, warm, and cozy. So I think I've given you enough information to kind of get you going there for the luteal phase. We're getting our body ready to relax. Maybe we're gearing up for a pregnancy. Maybe we're gearing up to menstruate. Either way, it's about resting, letting your body kind of build up what it needs to do so that it's ready for the next phase, whatever that may be. And now that I've given you all this information, let me show you how I grocery shopped to support this phase. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, this week or these next couple of weeks, we're looking for complex carbs, high fiber foods. We're gonna have probably a higher calorie intake in the next couple of weeks. So the groceries that I got this week have all of that in mind. We have here some celery, which I am planning to snack on with some dairy-free ranch. Really, really good. We've got cucumbers as well. These are to help with bloating, which is a very common thing to experience during the luteal phase. We've got dates, and what I've been really loving lately is actually wrapping dates up in bacon and just putting them in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, and I've been really enjoying that for lunchtime lately. So I'm planning to continue that into this phase. We've got some ginger here, which you can boil and make tea out of, again, to help with bloating and digestion. We've got some fish. I decided to opt for tilapia this week because I'm all salmoned out, to be honest. But tilapia is a nice budget-friendly option, and I really like just pan frying this with some lemon pepper and some olive oil. Really, really good. Complex carbs. So I've got some butternut squash here. You could also go with pumpkin. And I've also got some sweet potatoes. These are great just roasted in the oven as a side dish, but what I'm actually gonna do with them is make a soup that I've shown on the channel before. I haven't shown you guys the recipe yet though, with some kidney beans. So I'm gonna make a kidney bean, ham, and kind of root vegetable soup. And probably in the next month or two, I will show you guys the step-by-step of how I do that. But kidney beans are another great ingredient to have on hand during the luteal phase. Again, complex carbs, high fiber, so we've got those as well. Now, along with our fish, we've also got some grass-fed beef and some turkey breast here to snack on. So those are gonna be our main protein sources for the next couple of weeks. And then legumes are a focus during the luteal phase. You guys might know the main ingredient in hummus is chickpeas, so I'm getting some legumes there. But also, seed cycling is particularly important during the luteal phase. That's when the benefits of seed cycling are most pronounced. So I still have some sunflower seeds from our ovulation phase, and I'm continuing to snack on these. Honestly, I'm just taking like a spoon to it and just eating them straight out of the container. My husband calls it cotorra meal, like parrot food, basically. So I'm enjoying it thoroughly though. So I've got my sunflower seeds here, and then the hummus, again, not only has chickpeas, but it also has tahini, which is sesame seed. I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of sesame, but I really, really love tahini, which is literally ground sesame seeds. So I'm gonna be snacking on this probably with my cucumbers and my celery, and that is gonna make up my luteal phase haul for the next couple of weeks. And I always like to include a tea that you can drink along with every phase of your cycle. And for the luteal phase, I think the best tea to have on hand is lemon ginger. Again, it's ginger, so it's going to help with bloating, it's going to help with digestion. It's also just really yummy. I always have lemon ginger tea on hand. And if you use real sugar or even honey to sweeten it, that's gonna help stabilize your sugar and get your sugar cravings under control before they get kind of wacky. It's an herbal tea, so you can have it any time of day and it's not gonna affect your sleep. And overall, it's just a favorite of mine. So yeah, lemon ginger tea for the luteal phase, 10 out of 10. All right, friends, there you have it. That's my luteal grocery haul. It seemed a little bit smaller compared to the rest of them, but I feel like these foods are really versatile and it's very easy to make them into all sorts of different meals. That being said, I am hoping in the new year to bring you guys some recipes that are appropriate for every phase of the cycle. I'm gonna aim for some breakfast foods, some lunches and dinners, some snacks, and maybe even some desserts that fit into the different phases. And if there's anything that I maybe glossed over, I didn't give enough information, or that you want to know more about regarding cycle syncing in this series, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to address it in a future video. I hope this series has been helpful. I hope it's been informational. If it's something that maybe you feel like you might dive into now, let me know how it goes for you. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for being here and watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I hope that you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week. There's all sorts of fun things coming in the new year and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!